Terrace on the left-hand side. If they get it out quickly, slow ball, unfortunate there for Nudgee. Out to the first phase at first tackler. Good tackle there again by Harry Wilson. He's everywhere in the first couple of minutes. Hunt out to Tau. Number 7 there is Hayden Mosley. One-handed offload there to Mosley on the left-hand side. Right near the sideline there. Number 11 is Bennett. Bennett jinking back in there. Nope, not putting one on the ground after the first tackle. Hunt to Pasatoa. No, it's not. Again, the big Bailey Tau with a one-hand offload. Good clean out there by Nudgee College.
Penalty.
And Phoenix Hunt putting his hands up, pleading for Rowan. That's such a good start by Nudgee College there, Rob.
Absolutely, it's very disciplined. I mean, round 1, week 1 of schoolboy rugby, and we have a team that, they work it to the fringes, but they know when it's on and when the opportunity's not on, and they're patience right in front of the line there to dig in, just pick and drive until they saw an opportunity or were given an opportunity by referee Hoffman.
Stoppage in play here. Looks like an injury on the right-hand side of the field, but I love the Nudgee's confidence going for a scrum, not opting for the 3 points, but going for the scrum early in the game.
Well, they made good meters, and without too much difficulty, you would say, through those first phases and that first minute of the game. So they seem to have some strengths, and they certainly know what they're targeting.
From what I can see, Rob, as well, Nudgee look like they want to be running it from left to right all the time. There's not too much up the middle, so maybe that's an early tactic, try to run the Gregory Terrace boys around a little bit and then take them up the middle later on.
Round 1, let's see how the fitness stands up.
Well, we've just had a few weeks holiday, Rob, so see how going. And as you can probably hear in the background, the crowd is really getting into it there. About 5 or 6 metres out from the try line. Phoenix Hunt barking orders. Bailey Tau involved very early. 2 one-handed offloads, so Gregory Terrace really have to stop those offloads from him. That's the first scrum of the game. Nudgee College, Gregory Terrace, 5 metres out from the line, just collapsing on the left-hand side. Every player on the field has done a refereeing course when it comes to scrummaging.
I think every fan as well, mate.
Stay up, please.
So it looks like the size difference in the front row a little bit there on Gregory Terrace's side. But we can see on the left-hand here. Nudgee nice and low. Great angle by there. Coming here. Hunt. Good scrum there. Nudgee College. Wrap around play. Clean out over the ball there. Not holding on. Referee talking to Gregory Terrace. Get back. Pick and drive on the left-hand side. Good body height. Ball close. Try time. Simple pick and drive. Nudgee just too fast at the breakdown for Terrace. Not coming off the line there, Gregory Terrace. And there's a bit of chat under the try line. That's a good start by Nudgee there, Rob. They really have put some pressure on Gregory Terrace's line straight away.
They've had all the ball and basically all the territories we see there, 88 to 12%. It's early, so those numbers are not quite as telling as they may be later in the game, but still to give away that much ball early is a cardinal sin for Gregory Terrace.
So Rajan Pasatoa makes no mistake. Over the blue dot. 7-0. Nudgee College, Gregory Terrace. The wind's coming in and out, coming from right to left, so Nudgee's got a little bit of wind behind them this half, so if that plays a little bit of a difference in this half, we'll soon see.
It's only just picked up as well. I was looking at the forecast earlier when I was prepping up some of our graphics actually, and there was 0 wind in the air there, but they did predict a late change and some late rain coming through, so we wonder if this is just the beginnings of that, and if the contest might slow down a little bit.
It was a great driving tackle by Jake there. Oh, knock on by Nudgee College. On the right-hand side there, it's Metasula taking the ball. You've got to put him on the deck, boys. 5 metres out from the try line, not rolling the right way. Good turnaround, half back there. Will Cook. That's Legrand. Second play, Jacob Stocker again, who started this play. Roach. Numbers out there on the left-hand side. Is it try time over? Is it? No. Referee.
Penalty try, have we got?
Friends, number.
I think you're exactly right, Rob. I think it might be going over to the side for a high tackle.
Referee Hoffman going to the spot, and a recent rule change as well, so that's an instant 7 points as well
14,
for the penalty try.
14,
we don't worry about the conversion in front of the sticks anymore.
14.
And I think we might be getting a little
14.
more trouble here for Ryan Shepherd.
14, a captain, please. 14, high tackle here. Last defender on the line. Winger otherwise in the corner. Foul play, go.
So referee Hoffman really laying down the law there. Exactly right, Rob. Anything high going towards the line, 7 points automatically.
And you have to say it was the right decision. I mean, Nudgee College were away. The referee has to award a penalty try as opposed to just a penalty. The referee has to be very confident that, but for the infringement, the try would have been scored. And the space that the Gregory Terrace had out on the wing there, a few metres from the line, that was going to be a try. No dramas.
So 7-all, 5:41 gone in this half. Penalty try, just on the 5-minute mark. Referee Hoffman making his mark on the game early. Pasatoa to restart. High kick. Well, I might see yellow here. It was accidental there, Rob, but I think there's a little bit of carelessness in the tackle. Bit of push and shove. That was a very dangerous play.
It was dangerous, it was chaos, especially just the timing straight after that earlier. Referee Hoffman couldn't have been more firm.
No intent to go for the ball. That's you as well. Can I talk to the boys first?
13 men.
This way.
So Bailey Tedell gone. He's been sent off for that one there, Rob. So down to 14 men for the game. Oh, yellow. It's all right, yep.
Yes.
I think the graphics man might be mistaken there. Mick, it's hard in this afternoon glare. Everything seems a little bit yellow. So if that's 13 for now and 14 for the game, that is big trouble for Nudgee College at home here.
Just a 10-yard gain there. First line out of the game. Ethan Dobbins, Gregory Terrace, number 2. Let's see if you've got the radar on today.
Step off. Step off.
Got a 4-man line out. Melvin Mager at the front of the line out. Brendan Bell. Down to Kirk, Legrand. Feeds out to 12 with Tawani Ford-Stevens. Knock on there, very sloppy play. Just trying to get on the front foot, doing a little bit too much flair at the on the second man play. But Ford-Stevens will want to have that one again.
Well, they have plenty of time as well. Of course, they have those man advantages, Gregory Terrace. So patient, disciplined play, and if they keep to their structures, they will find the space. The space will have to be there.
So we need to drop one off the back of your scrum so that we're even. Yep.
So scrums have to be even, as referee Hoffman was saying.
So no eights.
Under 20s rules.
Crouch.
Maintain the welfare, look after the welfare of young players.
Set.
Good low scrum by Nudgee. 7 on 7.
Stay behind the ball.
Hunt goes to the right. Out to Pasatoa, kicks in the box. Taking the mark there. The pressure's taken off Terrace there.
On the line. Stay there, know where you were.
Clean take. Again, it looked like there was some space on the fringes. Yeah, certainly probably not going to make the line break or score the try, but enough to keep punching into territory. I mean, Nudgee College, they have to treasure the ball now, especially given the circumstances of the game. And they've already shown that they have the patience, they have the skill to work through their structures and get that territory advantage. But a lazy boot to ball early on, when it really wasn't on outside, is just wasted possession.
So Bell to throw the ball in for Nudgee. Just outside the 10-yard line. Short ball to Harry Cannon. Out to Hunt, to Pasatoa. Small taking a truck up the middle. They're holding him up for a little bit longer. Good turning of Bill. Hunt. Out to Mosley. Mosley staying on his feet. Good clean out. Ruck formed. Hands up again. Long ball out there to Small. Number 11 is Bennett. Bennett shimmy whoosh. And what you'll find, a head-high tackle there, round above the chest.
Come in.
Off again.
Don't ever feel like that again. It's a totally tackle. You hold your ground. It's a high shot around the shirt.
So Bennett appealing to the referee. Was that not tackling before, sir? And Rowan Hoffman telling him it's a different scenario. Maybe Bennett was asking for a penalty try 35 metres out, Rob.
You have to try your luck, don't you?
You've got to ask.
You can't blame the bloke. I mean, these players playing in front of 10,000 people, they're certainly very hot-headed to start with. The team that calms down and works their way into the game will be rewarded.
About 7 metres out from the Gregory Terrace try line. Bennett to throw the ball in. Up there to Mosley. Quick offload out to the back. Right-hand side is Hunt. Clean out there by Nudgee. Pick and drive again. What worked before. 3 metres out from the line. Slow ball.
Some sneaky offside hands on the ground there. Hoffman called it.
Good try. And try time on the left-hand side. Second try down that left corridor. You could hear Rowan Hoffman calling out number 4 was Harry Wilson. He didn't retreat. Try time.
Fabulous try too. Not sure if the players saw the opportunity, saw the player off balance, so they'd been called for using on their hands by referee Hoffman. But either way, the timing was perfect. They just caught them as they did their weight and burrowed under the knees. Great try, Nudgee College.
So 12-7. 10 minutes gone. Good fast game of rugby. It's been a cracking afternoon so far, and the crowd's going a little bit wild. And look, this schoolboy rugby, Rob, is some of the best rugby you'll see around, and this rivalry today is you can actually feel it in the crowd.
You can. I've seen people here all morning. It's interesting. I was speaking on the phone before I even made it to the ground. I was speaking on the phone to one of my camera guys this morning who was here bright and early for some of the other games. And at 8 a.m, cars were being turned out of the usual car parks and being sent to the distant places. So everyone's been here early. They've been anticipating this fixture.
And the kick waved away there. Score stays at 12-7. What you were saying before, that perhaps you might have a bit of a high-scoring game today. It's away early in the piece.
It certainly is. After 10 minutes, the 19 points scored. You'd have to think it would calm down. I don't think two teams, both of this calibre, I don't think we've seen a cricket score in many years between these two sides.
Moses taking the kick. Hunt. Out to Manu taking a truck. Good clean out there.
Hold it.
Hunt back to Pasatoa, taken back in the 22.
Stop.
And that's been taken back over. Rowan Hoffman, so it go back where the kick is taken. So little mistakes like that put pressure back on Nudgee.
Say schoolboy, but I don't think that's fair to some of these athletes. They're fantastic players in their own right. I don't think a guy sitting behind a few screens and a mind can disparage them that. Just a little error, but they'll make the coaching staff will have a chat at half time as well, calm them down, and they'll think a rugby game, and we'll get some high quality stuff.
Dobbins to throw the ball in. Metres out. Straight over the top of the back of the line out. Big kick downfield by Nudgee College. The chase is on, getting right down the 22. Well-weighted kick, just taken over the line there. That's a perfect kick. That's a gut-wrencher when you're a forward, turning your head around, and the ball goes 70 metres, just outside the 22.
I take back anything I might have said about schoolboy rugby and schoolboy footy standards.
And you'll see there, Rob, also, Terrace have taken the ball out. It's Nudgee ball. Just outside the 22.
Fabulous opportunity.
They've got Vela throwing the ball in. The big prop can do everything. This time on the line out again. Turnover. Nudgee College.
Keeping the stats man busy.
6 Kale Manu take all up. Hunt. Pasatoa, big wide run. 12 there is Small. He's big small. Offload to Bennett, I think it is. Good strong base there at the ruck. Number 7 again, Mosley. He's been busy also. Small in there. Good support, Harry Cannon, Nudgee College. Number 9 is Hunt again. Hunt out to Small. Inside ball. Hayden Mosley. Mosley taking the ball down. Good defence there by Gregory Terrace, forcing Nudgee from side to side. Not making many metres. Pasatoa. Throwing the ball out. Roll away tackler. It's been another pilfer. Penalty there. You heard Rowan Hoffman call. No releasing.
Hands on the ground. Do you want to continue? Hands. Shot.
Having a shot at goal, but that was a 50-50 call, but the referee called straight away.
Yep.
Terrace didn't roll out of the way, and penalty now. So we're 13:43 gone, and 12-7 should be 15.
Great result for after the Nudgee had the territorial opening, but then of course that card has damaged their chances. But they've still been able to control the flow of the game, control the possession since then. And looks like they'll be rewarded. You're right, Mick. It was a 50-50 call, but referee Hoffman was clear, and so long as he's clear and consistent, there's going to be no complaints from me, or I suspect many others.
Well, he has been very. You can actually hear him, can't you, Rob? So he's been very vocal. He's actually been very articulate. So even I understand. I'm an old forward, mate, not from an old school, so I can understand exactly what he means. So 15-7, 14 and a half gone.
Mick, it's the forwards that know everything about the game, isn't it?
Well, just ask us. Kick off there. Same channel as every last week. Mosley. Left foot step, good tackle. By Charlie.
Swinging down and not staying on your feet, please. You're fine, he's not.
So straight off the feet.
Off your feet.
So what Ron Hoffman's saying is the tackler was making the tackle, and when he took the ball up, the support player went straight off his feet. So getting penalised with the ball. Cardinals sitting in your own half and so close to your 22 with 8 metres out from the try line.
When you're on attack, bigger have to stay on your feet.
A chance now for Gregory Terrace to bring this ball down and rumble it forward. Great opportunity. And the chant goes up from the Terrace crowd. Dobbins throws the ball up. Offloads. Down to Kirk LeGrand. Number 12, Hawani Ford Stevens. Good truck up there. Taking the ball out. Kirk. Number 5 is Wilson, I think it is. Number 4, sorry. Yeah, Wilson. Good clean out there.
No.
Kirk to LeGrand. Just a small knock on there by Levi White, I believe it was. And the pressure gets taken off again. So every time Terrace are down in the 22, they're just taking that pressure valve off and letting Nudgee, Nudgee getting up in their face, but that's just simple mistakes.
They're going straight out to the backs every time, Mick. It's very, very little work through the forwards. Nudgee have been varying their pace when they've been in attack, but Terrace just they want to swing it wide and early.
So Nudgee set early. Hunt with the ball. He's up his number, Will Kirk. Tom Ford on the left-hand side here. So referee Hoffman telling him to stay square. Bit of a size difference on the tight head here. Mervyn Movaga for Terrace. And Tom Ford, 3v3. And then we go back to 15 players. So it was only a yellow card, not a red card.
Crouch!
Gregory Terrace didn't make the scoreboard.
Ball out. He's called that knock back. Terrace, a metre out. Good tackle there by Nudgee.
On the line.
On the line now, picking and driving on the left-hand side of the ruck and maul. Pick and drive again. Good on the line defence by Nudgee College. You can see Will Kirk barking orders, not even looking at wanting the ball yet. Now he says, you guys take it. I've got it. LeGrand. Stevens. Good tackle there. Picked up and driven again. Clean out by Gregory Terrace. Number 4, Harry Wilson again. Taking good truck at Wilson.
Short. Hold there.
Meter out. Number 8, Will Roach. Kirk. And he's dropped it. Oh, Ford Stevens out to. It's a turnover there. That's another pressure let off there by Gregory Terrace. Just a pick up and drive.
Looked like it had opened up there for Gregory Terrace a couple of times. Nudgee College, very effective scrambling defence. Harry Wilson, Schoolboys one captain. Damaging run, but couldn't make his way over the line.
Advantage is over.
Pasatoa. That's a big kick over the 50-metre line.
Well taken at the back.
Out to Ralston. Ralston, he's going to have a run. Haven't seen much of him today. Straight over the top.
No, now, Blue, you've missed it.
Kirk out to number 5, which is Stocker. Stocker with a one-hander. Howard with another offload. Here we go down the left-hand side again, a chip and chase. And well taken out the back there by Dan Atkinson. He's called the forward pass as well. Oh, dear. No mark called, and also he's called the forward pass. That's a terrible mistake there. Unfortunate, but now Gregory Terrace 20 metres out from the Nudgee College try line.
Very lucky there for Gregory Terrace. Again, they just threw the ball away with. There was nothing really on for the kick. They were lucky that Nudgee College in the regather and attempting to go again made the error to give the men in red another shot with the pill in the attacking zone.
So what's Matt Legrand got to have up his sleeve now?
Bind.
19, nearly 20 minutes gone this half. 15-7, Nudgee over Gregory Terrace. Kirk to feed the scrum.
Straight down on the near side.
Okay. Front row, just come here quickly.
Melvin
So
Maviega,
looking at, there's just way too much
he ended
work.
up
All right,
on his
before
bum
the
looking at
ball's
the
even
sky
coming
after
anywhere near
that
the
scrum
So
collapse.
can I
So some
ask you, please,
interesting things happened
find your space,
in the dark
stability
there.
before the ball goes in. Bring yourselves in, because now I will move to making decisions. Okay, it's in your hands. Make the move. Make the change. Here's your mark.
Stern words.
So Rowan Hoffman exactly right, being a fatherly figure, saying, next time I'm going to have to make a decision for
Patience,
you.
boys. Come on, let's get it done. Crouch.
So Will Kirk to feed the scrum. Just from the 22-metre line, you can see there.
Steady.
So Kirk, good shove out to Legrand. Hoani Stevens, cut out ball out to Ralston coming over on the right-hand side here. Matasila Swapia on the right-hand side.
Is that an elbow? No touchy flag up.
No touch judge flag up. Out for the second phase ball. 2 passes from the ruck.
Roll.
Nudgee up and meeting them in the line. Legrand. Out to Ford Stevens. He's likely this afternoon. Good offload. Charlie Round.
Out now. Out.
Good clean out by Nudgee College.
Ball spills loose.
And just a lot of loose ball there. Offload again. Nudgee on the right. Oh, great tackle there by... I missed that number there, Rob, but it was a great tackle anyway. Now they're going to counter-attack here. What a belter of a tackle there by Metasula Sapia. Great tackle.
Off your feet, straight onto the player on the ground.
Coming back there.
You tackle the player already on the ground. Off your feet.
So player falling off their feet, failing to remain on their feet.
Pressure release here for Nudgee College. Terrace, they've found that patience I was speaking about earlier in the last couple of minutes. They seem to be just working through their phases a little bit better, keeping to structure, keeping some discipline.
So, just in front of the 10-metre line. Number 1, Harry Vella to throw the ball in for Nudgee. 5-man line out. Just missed the catch on the right-hand side. The lifter saw at the back there, Legrand. Good up and in your face defence there by Terrace. Cleaning out. It's a turnover. Kirk. Out to number 6's Round. Matasula Sapia. Knocked it on again. He seems likely on the right-hand side, doesn't he, Rob? He's very big and strong and fast.
And nimble. The change of direction there he's shown us a couple of times in that run as well. He's finding it easy to get past that first defender and really testing the cover defence on the fringes.
And also the hardest man's last name to pronounce in the whole two teams, so thanks for giving him the ball a lot.
Keep throwing it that way. Got to make you work, Mick. It's not all fun and games just watching rugby on a Saturday afternoon.
Feeds fair, eh?
Just outside the 22.
Crowd.
So they're outside. Can't kick directly into touch.
Set. Steady, red.
Hunt to feed the ball. Good strong scrum. Tautai taking another truck up.
Stiff arm there.
He's been strong this afternoon, even with a 10-minute break as well on the side.
Maybe it's made him stronger.
Hunt out to Pasatoa. Doesn't want to find the in touch in the full. That's a great purchase. And just outside the 22, Pasatoa. That's a great nudge, Rob. Especially with the wind behind the back, and that's got to take the wind out of the sails from Terrace.
Yeah, Terrace in the second half, they're going to have the benefit of that wind, but then they're going to be looking into a setting low western sun as well. So Nudgee College are aware of that, and they're making the most of their opportunities while they have them in this first half.
So Dobbins signing the ball. Goes to full, just over Nudgee's head. Out to Legrand. Out to Dan Connor, that's been touched there, so everyone's onside. Pick up by Nudgee. Good tackle, beats the first tackle, stays rolling. Clean out by Nudgee. Hunt to Pasatoa. Oh, a forward, Benabell just caught in the middle there, didn't know what to do. Pass it to someone else. Hunt.
It's always a good solution for a forward in some sort of space, isn't it?
Manu taking the ball up strongly. He's been strong, but a turnover again. Good pressure there. Metasela Sapia taking the ball up. Kirk trying to get out of trouble.
Red hold.
Red hold by Rowan Hoffman. Atkinson looking up. Going to have a run. Atkinson having a run. Great tackle there by Terrace.
No hands now.
Hunt. Legrand. Simple maths there on the right-hand side. Tautai out to missed that number there. Great tackle. Clean out. Numbers on the left here. Terrace coming back very, very slowly. Cut out ball there to Mosley. Mosley out to, good line there by Manu. Manu out to, we got there. Bennett. Good tackle again by Gregory Terrace. The clean out there. The hand by Hunt. No, Rowan Hoffman says no worries at all. Matt Wilkirk, great tackle. Slow ball, exactly what Terrace wanted. The pick and drive now. Pick and drive, careful and lazy on the left-hand side of the ruck and maul. Pick and drive again. That phase.
On the line.
There's the try line there just behind. Will they go? They've scored 2 tries in a row this way. The squeeze ball comes through the legs. Hunt was telling the boys what to do. Listen to the little general, the skipper as well.
Stay there.
Charlie, Jacob Stocker trying to take the ball out. Drive again. It's about 5 or 6 phases now. Hunt says, give me the ball. Knock on there by Small. Good clean up. Stays on his feet. Good 10 yards.
Fantastic strength.
Kirk. Out to Legrand. Gets him out of trouble. We've got Bennett seeing the ball back by himself. What will he do? Will he back himself? The left foot step. Fens off. Fens right. Fens left. Shimmy whoosh. No one called touch in there, Rob. And he's got Hunt in the middle of him. Clean it over the top there. Great defence. That's another 50 or 60 metres. Yeah, well, look. Hawani forward Stevens, that was just lazy play, but there's nothing else he could have done there, Rob, I think. I think he had to take that ball and give away a penalty.
Very tempting to slow down ball like that when you've just lost 50 metres on a breakout. Fantastic run down the side there. Couldn't link up with Hunt as skipper to his left, but nevertheless, a fantastic gain, and now they get a shot at 3 points.
Yeah, he's been busy on the right-hand side there, Bennett, hasn't he? He's been in everything this afternoon.
Those right-hand wingers, at least one team has one that's a little easier to pronounce, hey, Mick.
Thanks for going that way, boys. So Pasatoa for the kick. 28 minutes gone. Huge crowd here this afternoon. Great day for rugby. Absolutely perfect day for footy. It's been an open flowing game. Comes straight off the boot. Referees touch his razor flag up, and that's 18-7, 28 and a half gone.
Captain.
Excellent
Just
kick
hold the
there.
kick, please, 10.
Taking their opportunities, Nudgee College.
So
they're
that needs to be
finishing
better down in this
just
quarter
a little
here,
bit better than
That
Gregory
discipline
Terrace,
there.
you'd
There's
have to
been
say
a
at this
couple of
stage.
hands, no
Both
releases.
sides are willing. Neither side are contesting the breakdown, so we've got fast rugby. College just
You're
finishing
the
off
guy
those
on the side
opportunities
this
at
side
this
of the
stage.
breakdown that's offside. So that needs to be clean. Better. Yeah, when you're ready. Stay behind.
Grander for the kickoff. They've gone left-hand side this time. Taken well. By number 5, Harrinan.
Hold there.
Hunt.
Oh, spilled cold.
Just a spilt drop ball there. I think there was Bailey Tatel. Before, sorry, it was Ethan Bullimore, who's been very strong this afternoon.
He has been returning from some first 15 last duties as well. So last year, I'm sorry. So Bullimore's coming back. He was the team of the season, GPS first 15 team of the season blindside last year as a year 11 student. So he's coming back this Nudgee College will need better from him to maintain or grow this lead against a quality Terrace side that haven't really hit their straps as yet.
Well, every single time Terrace have come into this 22-yard area, they've actually taken the pressure off by a simple mix. So Kirk to feed the ball.
So hold your push.
Strong scrum there, but couldn't continue it. Again, limited to 1.5 metres for the push for the under-20s laws. Bullimore has actually signed to the Brisbane Broncos in development pathways as well, so a very talented young athlete. He'll be disappointed with himself, but I've little doubt he'll make amends.
Terrace will be hoping to show a better scrum than last one. The Nudgee College, smaller in stature in the front row, but really getting under their front row. And the penalty goes down, straight down. Left-hand shoulder just went straight down, I believe.
That's it. Hoffman's had enough.
Hawani Ford-Stevens taking a truck up again. He's made every single time he's taken the ball up. Kirk.
Oh, stolen.
Another stop ball.
Hold there.
Been Hayden Mosley again, but it's been back there. Jacob Stocker taking a big truck. Another one-handed offload out the back there. You've got Will Kirk taking a dart from, not from dummy half, that's rugby league, sorry. Metasula. Out to the big fella, Maviega. He's a big man to stop this time. A boot goes flying out. Someone will be looking for that in a couple of minutes. Will Kirk. LeGrand, side ball. Good Frenson, good clean out again. That was Howard. And drop ball then by Wilson, but referee no advantage. Number 4 off his feet. Ethan Bullimore.
I think the player missing their boot, whoever that is, will be very glad that we didn't have a Nick Phipps on the field last year, I think it was, threw the boot of an opposition player into the crowd. So in this tightly fought contest on Ross Oval here at Nudgee College, it's very generous that the boot still remained on the field of play, I'd say.
Closing on half-time, 18-7. Don't think they'd be too unhappy, Rob, going into half-time, 18-10. It's been quite one-sided for most of the game, and again, Terrace taking the foot off the pressure every single time in their own 22.
You're absolutely right. It's 18-10 is a lead that certainly Terrace are more than capable of reeling in.
Straight over the blue dot, 18-10, 32.5 minutes gone in the first half.
Very accomplished kicker, Will Kirk. Got that one from out wide earlier, and now that makes it 2 from 2 from in front.
Inside the last minute.
So last minute of the play, as you heard Ron Hoffman calling.
Stay behind, Joe.
So 3-minute halves, of course, for the schoolboy competition, so the clock on screen is a little bit behind the referee whistle.
Kick off by Pasatoa. mistakes with a minute to go. Number 6 is Charlie, taking a good defence there. Pick and drive. Will Kirk. Quick pass and a knock on there with a minute to go.
Half time.
And that's half time. A bit of push and shove hand. Come on, gents. How much you can do there.
Just a cuddle. Passion's flowing.
Yeah, well done. Half time, fellas. Half time.
Nothing like a number 7 like Hayden Mosley getting everyone's face and telling me exactly what happened there.
Take them away.
As a good number 7 should.
Take them away.
So 18-10.
Yeah. So I'm not seeing any kind of stability there, right? So I need you guys just to be patient, more patient, all right? And keep them in that
So
contest
time to have a
scene, okay?
hot dog and a cold drink, Rob, and
hold the
really
pushing,
enjoy
like, get your
the
binding
festivities
and stuff,
here around the field.
but get
And
it there and
second
make
half
it
action is
stick
going to be a
before the
cracker.
ball goes, 'cause you're
18-10.
A lot of pressure and tension there before the ball goes. Clean it up.
Some interesting
Yeah,
patterns
okay,
we're
well,
seeing
I'll
here
come
in
back to
the
your
stats from the first half. Line breaks Nudgee College up 3-0, and Gregory Terrace, those handling errors up 6-3. So it's missed tackles as well. So as we've been saying, Mick, they're really not favouring Gregory Terrace at all, and they will be glad to be only those 8 points behind.
And I think you can actually see down the bottom there, Rob, territory. 51-49, very, very close. But as we were saying before, every time Terrace get into the opposition's half, they basically be taking the foot off the pressure by silly mistakes. But possession, 61% to Nudgee to 39. That's going to hurt you every day of the week.
Absolutely will, especially against a quality side like this. So while we've got some festivities on the field, let's take a quick look back. It's round 1, but it's never too late to have a look back at last year's stellar first 15 competition. Cool. So let's have a look at some of those highlights.
a reminder at the end of the barrier.
Well, welcome back to the second half, and on your screens you're seeing the inaugural mascot race. Wonderful sight. Well, one's got boots on, and one, the Nudgee Polar versus the Gorilla. So this is going to be a classic race, and they're off. Oh, look at the Gorilla. The Gorilla's got more toe than a Roman sandal, and they're trying to tackle in the boys. And here we go. The polar bears. Oh, geez, that's a photo. That's a photo. But the Gorilla's actually claimed the victory. He doesn't care, he wants it.
And so the polar bear has conceded the defeat, you think, as well. He's just disappearing off into the background. They're a little bit meek.
Well, they'll go for their drug testing first, and then they'll and we'll see how we go from there. Asada's in the sheds. He looks a bit big up top, the polar bear anyway, so.
See on the screen there, Gregory Terrace, they've had their half-time chat coming back onto the field. So what do you think they would have heard from their coaches at the break now?
Well, I think just putting pressure on Nudgee. When they've got pressure on, they just keep the pressure on. They're just silly mistakes and takes the pressure off Nudgee. And just concerted effort in regards to concentration around the break area. And look, in the 12 and Hoani Ford-Stevens is really finding some yards, so getting support around him. He's getting the offload a couple of times, but good strong runs by Harry Wilson and Jacob Stocker at second rowers. But Hayden Moses, a few turnovers, and Bailey Tautau. Look, it's been a bit of an arm wrestle. A lot of Bennett for Nudgee College. He's made some good yards at the right-hand side, and also Byron Ralston at the back for Terrace. Mate, there've been plenty of good action this afternoon.
Across the park. Again, it's a quick game. There's little competition at the breakdown there. They're all just.
And here we go. Kick for the second half. Taking the ball out in the full. That's a really bad mistake. So first off.
Re-kick.
So it's a re-kick, line out or scrum.
Very smart play there from Nudgee College, stepping over the line when the ball was to make it out on the full, get the advantage of that centre field scrum.
Touch, it was out. The one first half he touched it and then it touched the line. Which is what I was told. So make that call from here. Got to trust them, of course. Scrum. Shall we scrummage off the? Yeah.
Very kind invitation there from Mr. to avoid the cricket pitch.
So first scrum of the second half.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Phoenix Hunt with the ball on the left-hand side, on the loose head side of the scrum. Right on the halfway because the kickoff went out on the full. Got to think the Gregory Terrace forwards coach maybe had a few words about getting a bit lower than Nudgee College, but right on the halfway. Big crowd in the backyard of the college. So just half a yard off, and Rowan Hoffman actually penalises the Gregory Terrace guys for a tap move. We haven't seen a tap move since the 80s. Taken there by Hayden Mosley, again been very busy all afternoon. Hunt picking from the back of the ruck and maul. Inside ball. That's a high tackle, but no referee lets it play on.
Just couldn't link up with Atkinson there. He didn't have a man in front of him, and instead we've got a ball turned over.
Charlie Round taking the ball hard. Good tackle again. One-handed offload. There's been plenty of those this afternoon. Puts the ball on the right foot. Getting chased there by Pasatoa. Just throwing the ball out. That'll be a penalty. You can't do that.
As it should be, the game of rugby union, the rules are always designed to keep the ball in play. Positive rule book. So that's...
Pasatoa spending some time in the bin. That's 10 minutes for a professional foul. Trying to slow the play down.
And now another good opportunity early in the half for Gregory Terrace. This is seeming familiar.
Well, this is exactly what we spoke about, Rob, in the first half. Not just putting pressure on, applying pressure, not rushing it. So, Robbins throwing the ball in, right on the 5 metre line. Over the back. Uncontested, but still, Terrace take the ball in. 3 metres out from the try. You can see the ball right there. This should be over the line. And dropping the ball, and it's over. Will Kirk double fisting in the air and everything going well. That's a great, great try. And I think that's scoring a try. He was never going to be right up the guts.
Very well worked there by Gregory.
Well, that was perfectly worked, exactly right there.
It was perfectly worked because it was right in front of their fans as well. So just giving everyone the benefit of their price of admission.
Well, I'm surprised they haven't done that more. In the first half, they were just taking the ball off the top and giving out the back line. But, you know, with a guy the size of Melbourne, Mavega, Wilson and Stocker, those boys can really get them 5 metres out from the line. You're never going to stop them.
Good.
Not too sure how many tries he scores, but always good to see a prop score a try.
Wishing Miss Kirk.
Will Kirk been pretty good with the boot today. And makes no mistake. 18-17.
Nice clean technique, Kirk. Just tipped it over, didn't need to go for sheep stations there. Probably wouldn't have the range of your Reece Hodge, but he does the job.
So here we go. The restart by Nudgee. Pasatoa's off the field. So it looks like Phoenix Hunt taking the kickoff. Knock on straight off the kickoff. Not a good way to start the next phase. Double knock on. It's going to be a few minutes of this half, Rob, but I suppose get a few cold out.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it's still first match of the season as well, which is something we have to remember. These teams, these days they play a lot of trials, but there's nothing like the real thing in front of thousands of people that are in what both these schools would probably argue is the biggest match of the year. Just so happens to fall in round one of the draw. But there's certainly a lot circling around this game more than just what's happening between those two sidelines.
Ethan Hunt talking to Bailey Tautai on the back row. What are we going to see here? Out the back there. Kirk onto Hunt. Great play. Not releasing the ball.
I didn't think Hunt released it there. He tried to do the sneaky release and regather on the ground, but he was under too much pressure and he just couldn't quite bring himself to let go of the ball with Kirk piling the pressure on there. It was well done. Nice little battle of the scrum halves. We had a clean scrum, but got messy at the back.
It's been a cracking afternoon for both number 9s. I like the look of Will Kirk. He's likely, isn't he? He's got that half-back feel to him. He's really in there in the face. He's really frustrating the opposition.
You're trying to say he's a pest, Mick?
That was a polite way to say that, yes.
Oh, I think it's very polite all the same. That's the job of a good number 7 and a good number 9.
That's exactly right. So number 6, Charlie Round, goes up off the top. Out to 13, that's Condon. Good, look at what missed tackle. Over the top by Terrace. Kirk, cut out ball, misses out Maivaga. The forwards running on the left-hand side, or right-hand side, beg your pardon. Tackling on the ground.
No advantage.
Knock on there.
Knocked on. In the air. Knocked on.
Some stern faces there in the Nudgee grandstand behind the play.
Your ball.
I just seeing a few phases together, Rob. Will the doctor order this time, but they're just trying to throw the ball too wide too early. A few phases, and then it's like anything, just take some time and take some pressure, put some pressure on, and points will come.
They will. They'll certainly be hoping so. Nudgee College, they've definitely had the strength on the stat sheet and the overall in the opening 50 minutes. So you'd say Terrace have started the half stronger. But they're only leading by 1 point, so they won't be sitting too comfortably at the moment.
So Kirk with the ball. Good scrum by both teams. Out to Legrand. Good Stevens. There's simple numbers out there on the left-hand side. On the left-hand side, Glenn Vahu. 5 metres Great defence there by Dan Atkinson. Good clean out by Nudgee. Out inside. Advantage called by referee.
Out.
Man come right off. Kirk Legrand. Out to Metasula Spear. Try. That was just simple numbers on the left-hand side, Rob, when they actually took advantage of the right-hand side. And a big man that size, you're never going to stop him so close to the line.
Absolutely right. Nudgee swept around. They're looking to put out that threat on one side of the field, and they left themselves exposed in the middle there. We're happy Gregory Terrace supporters down in that corner. They're seeing a lot of action right in front in the second half.
18-10 at half time, 22-18. What a turnaround in about 8 minutes of rugby.
It's been a blitz from Gregory Terrace right at the start of this.
So Will Kirk for the conversion. He's got a great style, Will, coming through. When he kicks the ball through, it comes in like a golf swing as well. So he's got a great action. About 10 metres from the right of the puck. Makes no mistake. 24-18. 43 minutes gone. 44 minutes gone into the second half.
Just looking at those possession stats, Mick, at 55-45 to Nudgee College, they still have the advantage, but at the break it was, off the top of my head, I think it was something like 70-30, so Gregory Terrace, they've had the benefit of the ball in a big way so far in this second half.
And they've taken advantage of that too, Rob, haven't they? Scored a couple of tries, have been great. Here we go. Number 7, Cam Howard, taking the ball up strong. He's still going, Cam Howard. Can't stop him. How good's that for a run? Here we go, Will Kirk. Dummy runner coming in there. Legrand getting out of trouble. Finding turf. Nudgee College looking to get out of trouble here. Still with 14 men on the field. That's a great purchase, but didn't find the grass. Out to Kirk. What can't he do today? Wraparound play. Cut out ball. Numbers there. Left foot step by Glenn Vahu, who set up the last try. Vahu. Good tackle on Nudgee. Kirk. Legrand. Good one-line defence, another flick pass. Good ball and all tackle. It's good contact there on the right-hand side of the park. Kirk. Cut-out ball on the right-hand side to Metasula.
Don't think the Nudgee supporters were too happy with that pass.
I've pronounced his name 7 different ways today, so my apologies there. So Will Kirk, Legrand, out to Stocker. Another one-handed pass off the ground.
Numbers.
Out to Ratson. Good tackle there by Harry Cannon. Numbers are there. Slow ball. Legrand. Another big take right in the middle of the field. Tackler's better roll away. We'll see a penalty very, very soon. Pick and drive. Melvin Mataviga. Another try there. The big fellas. He scored 2 in his whole life. He scored 2 in one game.
Take him back, Byron.
The floodgates have opened, Rob. I don't think he's coming out of the sheds.
Such a strong runs there up the middle. Gregory Terrace across the board. They found that space and they just kept hammering that left-hand corner. We saw that it looked like Kirk was spreading it wide and it looked like it was going outright. And then we had I missed the number, we had a nice scything run back into the middle, kept it tight, kept the direction of the attack, and just and kept Nudgee College pinned down in that corner in front of the Gregory Terrace supporters, and that's 3 early.
I think you're right, Rob. You know, they've just hit the left-hand side of the field 3 times in a row, and twice they've gone to the right, and they've come back inside. So 3 tries in about the space of 11 minutes.
David.
And what a turnaround it's been from that first half as well.
You okay to come back?
Nudgee College were the ones, creating and executing on their opportunities. Gregory Terrace creating but couldn't follow through. Suddenly this half, it's all sticking.
Will Kirk, left-hand side of the uprights. Strikes it nicely. Makes no mistake again. 31-18.
Happy Gregory Terrace bench, but the job's not done. Looking down for another warmer.
Rob 14 versus 15 at the moment still, with Pasatella still off the field, I believe. Or is he back on? No, that's it. Hunt taking the kickoff. So Terrace have really taken advantage of this one-man overlap.
Ugly contest in the air there.
Number 6 is Manu. Manu's been strong today. He's got a good centre of back on there. Kirk. Charge down. Go back to the first knock on. No advantage.
No advantage.
It was a heavy contest off the kickoff there. The ball went both ways, but came back and we were able to play some rugby. But broke down just a few phases later.
Not yet, mate. Don't do that.
We're still seeing that loose game from both sides. The breakdown really, you know, we've had a few good pilfers, a few spilled balls on the ground, but we're not seeing that contest of bodies on the ground and slowing the play down.
Keep working on that
Certainly
stability,
no
fellas.
Richie McCaw's hanging
Let's
around
not make
the
this
back
an
of any
issue, eh?
breakdowns. It's fast rugby here, and it's a great spectacle for this huge crowd over.
Crouch.
Will Kirk with the ball once again.
Fine.
Gregory Terrace will want to get out of trouble here. You can just see on the right-hand side of the screen there, you can see they're getting a bit
So I
low.
need you to come up further because you're too far backwards and we're setting up like that, all right? So if I could just get you to come a little bit further forward, eh? Help me out.
Both number ones, Levi Wright and Harry Bell on the left-hand side here.
Let's just close the gap a bit on this
Cheering you
side,
here
eh?
in the background, that's the Nudgee College boys, dominating their home grandstand here, trying to will their team into action to get going in this second half. This is probably their best opportunity yet, territory-wise, but
Set.
it's Gregory Terrace ball in hand, and they'll see if they can exit.
So Kirk,
Hold it. Back.
better scrum there by Terrace. Out to Legrand. One-on-one, finds it, gets over the advantage line. Good clean out there by Terrace. Kirk again. Big truck in the middle there, in the middle third of the field. Big number 5, Jacob Stocker. Kirk,
Hold in front.
Legrand,
Wing ears on.
finding grass again. That's a perfectly weighted kick. Bounces up, gives his chasers time to get behind the ball. Left-hand side there,
Hold two.
trying to get out of trouble.
That was a good kick. That was going on him, and the offensive winger was up. Unlucky bounce made it look worse than it was.
So Ralston there with the kick. And there, 22.
Hold.
Good
6.
purchase there as he found the line. All right. Go to the line out. That was a good purchase there.
So we're back where we started territory-wise just a minute ago.
31-18, 18-10 halftime score. It was.
Come on in, boys.
And Terrace have actually rolled a few tries in the first 15 minutes of the second half. 20 to go. Dobbins misses the ball again. Been very sloppy in the line out this afternoon. Hunt taking the ball up. He's been likely all afternoon. Number 4 is Bullimore. Taking the up. Hit and spin. Rugby league
No
style.
hands now. Let it go.
Hunt again. Good single hands there by number 17. Catch and pass with the ball. Sloppy play again. Take the pressure off. Nudgee doing what Terrace did in the first half. Good right foot step. Number 7 is Cam Howard taking the
Hold
ball
now.
up.
No.
Will Kirk directing traffic once more.
Hold in front. Advantage is over.
Grand there. Big kick out. Finding College there. Number 15 was Dan Atkinson. Inside ball there to Shepherd. Shepherd. Offload. Back to Atkinson. Atkinson.
Stay behind him, 6.
Left foot step. No.
Stay behind him.
Tackle there by number 8. Will Roach. Break down there, Phoenix Hunt. Out to Pasatoa, who's back on the field there. Get it outside, 17. Oh, that was a hospital pass right there. And it was a big tackle by Tyro Metasoulis up here. The counter ruck is on now. The numbers are there. Nudgee be very disappointed with that last options. The step, the pressure by Nudgee. Great line defence there. Terrace now, Kirk just has to marshal his troops and settle things down. Kirk again at scrum half. Outside there, bit of a step and a jink there by a big forward. Who does those? Number 5 was Jacob Stocker.
Taken
Back
back.
inside the 22. Oh, is it? It's a charge down. Bouncing up very well. Look out. Great tackle there on the ground by, I can't pick that number, who that number is there, but there we go. Hunt. Out to big Tautai. Nearly there. What's referee going to call there? I thought there was no arms in that clean out there, but anyway, referee got something before that.
Got to be on your feet to make the tackle, Red.
Yeah, the clean looked great, but Nudgee College get another shot. Advantage was being played.
Rob, I actually missed what that tackle that he was for. Was it him not letting the man off the deck when he got tackled? I'm not too sure, so I missed that.
Referee Hoffman just not happy with the clean out.
So Vela with the throw. How many clean line out takes this afternoon? With the throw. Taking their time. Nice clean take. Oh, the big forward goes into the back. Big number 12 is Joseph. Oh, good shot in the centre of the field. Hunt. Side ball to Pasatoa. How to breathe before he's back with spring in his step. Hunt again at halfback. Slow ball. Out to Bullimore. Bullimore again staying very, very strong. Good tackle by Terrace. Hunt again. Just trying to find some holes right down on the left-hand side of the ruck and ball. Hunt. First up tackle missed there by Wilson. Again going the left side. Ball goes to deck. Pasatoa, left foot step. Taking on the defence. Straight off his feet. Referee says okay. Flick pass by Hunt. The 17 taking another one. He's been in everything since he come back on.
Ball's out.
So ball's out. Leading with the foot. Pasatoa. Ball's out again. Hunt. Tautai coming in to clean out as well. Number 4's Bullimore playing dummy, halfback.
Red jerseys everywhere. Again, you can see just not contesting the ruck. Gregory Terrace, they're happy to keep the men in the defensive line. They might go for the odd pilfer, but apart from that, there's no one contesting that ball on the ground.
Bullimore taking a great run there. Here we go. This is what Nudgee do in the first half, Rob. They were picking and driving and getting a lot of success. Here they go again. Picking and driving. They're short, a couple of centimetres out. Too much of a dive there. Has he tried to advance the ball? No, referee says. One pass over. And Ryan Hoffman, that's a rugby league player. Referee Rowan Hoffman says try time.
Just what Nudgee College needed. It was their first really good opportunity in this second half. The first time they've been able to work through the phases in a good attacking part of the field. So they really needed to score there, and they did.
Obviously, Ryan Hoffman, Rob said there was no tackler on top of him, so he actually advanced the ball and it was a try time. So here we go, 28-31 with the kick to come. 23-30, sorry, my maths wasn't that good. Successful conversion, 5-31, 55 minutes into this game. Pasatoa with another kick.
Nudgee College certainly know their rulebook. Taken a few opportunities now in this game. You know, the kick out on the full earlier, the of the ball there for that guy. Just taking whatever little advantage in hand.
So here we go. Little kick off. Nice and high, right into the sun. Taken well, offloads there by Harry Cannon. Out to Hunt. Legrand gets another charge down there. Charge down, play on, referee says.
It was off your boys, mate.
Hunt looking where to pass. Taking a phase, just calm things down. Good contact there right in the middle, but gets over the advantage line. Hunt. Left foot step, there's some there. Offload again. Number 17, I missed that number there.
Backwards.
Play on, backwards. Ryan Shepherd has been very quiet this afternoon, but every touch he's had quality touches. Hunt. Just settling plays down. Good clean out there. Hunt again. Pasatoa. Small with a good truck. He's been strong all afternoon. Great clean up. Counter-rucking there by Terrace. Referee calls knock on. That's just unfortunate. 3 or 4 phases. It's looking promising, Rob, but unfortunately just, the foot came off the pedal again.
It did, and they're getting frustrated. that wall of red jerseys. I was having a look all through that phase there, wondering if it was a zonal system being played by Gregory Terrace. If they were just keeping their men in the line when Nudgee College were right near the try line, the attacking try line. But no, across the board, across the field, they're just not committing to that breakdown. So that's why we're seeing this game. It's Nudgee College a little bit.
8 seconds.
Crouch!
Come on.
So you'd like to think
Come on.
from history that
Set!
Terrace been going on the left-hand side of the field the last few times. Let's see what the doctor ordered this time. So Kirk, Grand, Ford Stevens with a truck up there to Dan Condon. He's been strong as well. 12 and 13, both teams been strong all afternoon. Will Kirk at half-back again. LeGrand, another big truck. Good contact there. Contested on the ground. What does the referee say? No, he said, oh no, he's called him offside. Again, Kirk. Number 8, Will Roach.
You've had a good run there.
Lost on the ground.
Lost on the ground there, yeah, right, yes. Hunt. What's going to happen? Pastel. Sorry, I beg your pardon, Dan Atkinson, and my apologies. So Atkinson taking the ball in. Been very quiet afternoon. Not much to do at the back.
Advantage over.
And the vet's over, Ryan Hoffman calls. Finding grass.
Well, when it's kicked that deep and you've got the sun in your eyes, you might as well let it bounce.
Ralston, first tackle missed, very bad. Not too good of a tackle attempt there. Ball's out. Great defence there. Turnover. Here we go. Nudgee College, Yelling Park. It's a big fella. It's number 6, Kalamanu Morto. Here we go. Where's the ball? It's been turned over again. No, it hasn't. Good clean out there by Nudgee College. Terrace. Referee says, yeah, they're all onside there. Small again, Small. Been dangerous. He popped the ball and it's been dropped by the number 20, is it? He's caught.
Lock on.
So Rowan Hoffman's called the knock on there. Nudgee College boys claiming off the foot.
Very difficult one to hold, but I agree with referee Hoffman there. It was into the breadbasket very quickly and with little notice, but it was in the breadbasket, dribbled onto the foot and then towed ahead. So yes, off the foot onto the deck, but no control, so a lost ball forward.
Well, I think everybody over at the park are all supporting. Obviously, Nudgee, they disagree, of course.
It is fantastic support, though. You can hear them on our effects marks around the ground. Certainly louder than Gregory Terrace. Gregory Terrace have had the benefit on the scoreboard this second half, and so Nudgee again willing their team into action. So right in front of the just off to the side of the support grandstand on the far side there.
Steady,
so about 30 metres out from the try line. Good scrap. Referee Rowan Hoffman.
Straight across. You got to push
penalise the scrum. Straight across.
Didn't like the angle from the props there, looking for that quick advantage, that quick push just as the ball put in by Kirk.
Well, you saw the tight head prop on the Terrace side go back, so obviously he said Harry Vella's come in, driven in on the angle.
Where you are.
So 25-1, Terrace over Nudgee. About 9 minutes to go in this game.
9.
I think we just heard that confirmation from the referee as well with his touchy monitoring the clock on the far side, 9 minutes.
So Dobbins with the ball. 5-man line out. Up over Charlie Round. It's been turned over once more. Tautai. Clean out.
Stay there, Red. Stay last feet.
Bit of coming out of the nose. That's what we like to see. Straight through. And referee no, you can't do that, lads.
Ruck, don't take out the player beyond the ball. Yes.
So when the player's going for the ball there, Rob, they can't attack the player. So Ryan Hoffman's actually said.
It was interesting. It was the first time that we've seen in a long time Gregory Terrace have really brought in any sort of contest at ruck time. I thought for a second there it was going to pay dividends for them. But I think if anything, they were a bit surprised by their success. They were looking to push the man in the ruck off the ball, and they came through at such a rate of knots. Also got the man behind the ruck as well. So that was what the penalty was for. Fair call. It still gives hint to an opportunity for Gregory Terrace. Even though they didn't quite get it right that time, they might be able to polish it off and just pick their moments to drive through the ruck, because Nudgee College weren't expecting that one, having not been contested all game.
So the best opportunity this half now. for
Go
Nudgee.
10, go 10, go 10.
About 20 metres, 15, 20 metres out from the Gregory Terrace try line. Goes at the back there. Mosley takes the ball down. They're going to rumble it on. Terrace comes straight from the side there. Referee says okay. Taking the legs out in the ruck. Yes, that's exactly right. That was a very silly penalty in the match. So,
Your advantage, Blue.
Hunt at halfback.
Clap small.
Out to the big fella, Small. He's isolated. Good clean out. Got the players around the ball. Hunt. Pasatoa. Dan Atkinson in the truck up. Everyone claiming a high tackle, but no, referee says no. Great defence there by Gregory Terrace. 1 play. Sucking up time. No rush what they're doing. 6 points down. 21, 5-31. Another pick and drive by Nudgee on the left-hand side. 8 metres from the try line. Pick and drive. Referee says no advantage.
We're just
Pulling the ball down.
bang.
Just go back and forward.
Number 2. Well, we're just base the next. I'll give you ground, so I'll give you the penalty.
So collapsing the ball.
Long advantage there, played by referee Hoffman, but Nudgee didn't get the advantage. So, fair call.
7 minutes to go. Referee and touch judges conferring before about the time. Here we go. Harry Vella with the ball in. This is where Terrace defence has to stand up. You can see the touchies flag. It's actually coming towards us on the screen. Will Terrace go up in the defensive line or just try to
fellas,
sack?
At the front, let's open up the gap. Right up.
Vella with the ball.
1, 4, 10.
At the back there again, Mosley.
Stolen.
Turnover there. Pressure taken off yet again. That's a good purchase. So Terrace again getting out of trouble. 6 minutes to go.
Still within the 22 though, so Nudgee College they'll be looking to attack. Backs are lined up almost back to the halfway line, so they're giving themselves some depth and space. Let's see what they can. Let's see if they get the ball. Let's just keep it in tight.
So Vella again with the ball. This is where you have to concentrate with your own ball. Make sure you get this ball back. Outside 8 going up. Inside hand. Turnover. Knock on both ways, you'd think by Ron Hoffman called? Yes.
Knocked on.
Getting scrappy last 5 minutes of the game. The pressure's on.
A messy line out, both Nudgee and Terrace. Timing with the lifters seemed a little bit off. The players were falling as the ball came to them. Meant they didn't have that base for a clean catch.
So here we go into the final of the game. Gregory Terrace 31. What a this half. They were down 18-10 at half time.
Bind.
We can see Bullamore's gone to open side flanker.
Set. Steady.
Ready.
Hunt with the ball.
Behind the ball.
Just take it.
He says there we go. There goes Bailey Towler. He wants the ball. This is the man you want running the ball. A few minutes to go. Good clean out by Nudgee College. Hunt. There to Manu. He's been strong all game. Good strong run. Balls. Hunt. There we go. Number 11 is Bennett. Bennett's been quiet this half. He's been manhandled by Metasula Sapia. Well, that was a mismatch I've ever seen one wise. A few minutes to go. Won't get many more opportunities.
Bennett has quick feet, but he couldn't get her. The third defender there looked for the offload. He was bundled in. The ball was knocked into touch there, so.
There seemed to be a little bit of confusion with Bailey Tautai and Phoenix Hunt the last scrum. Great take, Harrison. Kirk. They're going to run this. They're spinning it. No, it's an exit on the left foot kicker. That roost all the way down. Down dirt. That was Atkinson. Bennett. Here we go.
Good wall of red jerseys there coming through.
Nudgee College. Shepherd. Good contact around the top of the around the shoulders, but referee says okay. He calls it a knock on. You'd think, Rob, if Gregory they'll wrap this game up with a few minutes to go.
Absolutely. I mean, they've shown those last 10 minutes. Those last 10 minutes, Nudgee College have had opportunities, but before then, this half, it was all Gregory Terrace. So they've shown they have that discipline that they need to do at different ends of the field. Even that exit out of trouble was it was a very good kick. So they seem a smart and well drilled side, Gregory Terrace. They have the advantage of a 6-point lead, so you'd think they'd be able to shut this game down from here. They'd certainly hope so.
So last couple of minutes of play.
It's interesting looking at the tackle numbers. Gregory Terrace substantially more tackles made than Nudgee College, even though we've across the game territory and possession are basically down the middle now. So Nudgee have been having the Terrace line with that pick and drive, that forward play. But it's been such a good defensive line. They just haven't been able to get the pitches that they need and get the results that they've wanted. Nudgee College, an excellent defensive display by Gregory Terrace that's allowed them to make those attacking plays.
We go back to the first 5 or so 6 minutes in the half, Rob, where they hit 2 or 3 tries down the left-hand side, and I think Nudgee were just shocked by it. They just didn't know what to do.
Was shocked by it.
I think the crowd was shocked by it too.
Yeah, it went totally against the grain of what we'd seen in the first half, but I'll tell you what, I want to have a chat with the Gregory Terrace coaching staff, find out what they said at half time.
Something in the oranges.
That's something very special.
Kirk. Big 12 and 30, Hwani Stevens to Condon. Strong contact in the middle. Kirk again. They'll hold on the ball for another couple of minutes, and they should take the game out. Nothing too silly. Pick and drive.
Stay on your feet. Make sure they stay on their feet.
Pick and drive again, looking what they're going to do. Men around, good contact there.
Roll.
By Nudgee.
100 seconds,
Good.
that's a
Hold there,
lot of
please.
picking and driving. Let's see if they have the discipline to execute.
So Nudgee won't want to give away in this scenario because they'll take it at 8, more than a converted try away.
Last feet,
And
Blue.
will take up valuable time. Well, got
Stay
90
behind,
seconds
stay
to
behind.
take a penalty shot at goal, so
Hold there.
that would just about be the
Good
ball game.
68, 7 gone. A turnover there for Mosley. It's a turnover again. So last chance here for Nudgee College on the left-hand side. Numbers on the left-hand side, but they're good defence again. That's Pasatoa.
Superb work on the ground there by Mosley, forcing the pressure. He ended up with the pill, but no advantage, and referee Hoffman calls it back.
Still got one to go.
Holding on, well played with all those Terrace bodies around the ruck in support. They weren't able to. Mosley's timing was perfect to lock onto that ball. The support could arrive. Excellent work.
Seagull on a chip today. Mosley, everything's been loose. He's pilfered. I'd love to see his stats for his own pilfers. He might have taken them all today. So just on a minute to go, as the referee said. 31-25.
Huge moment.
Check your numbers, Red. Check your numbers.
So Vella for Nudgee. This will be one of the plays of the game. Short ball. The old Pasatoa taking the ball up. What have Nudgee got up their sleeve? Good truck up there. Who's that? Kaumanu again. He's been strong all game. Hunt. Out to Small. Small didn't want to run. He offloads it. Gregory Terrace is Small again. Small looking to the outside to Pasatoa. Outside there to Bennett. Bennett.
Space.
Bennett. Will he score? 14 is Shepherd. Shepherd will score in the corner. Right on full time. It's going to be 31-30 with a kick to come. Devastation for Terrace. He had sprays on him. No one wanted to tackle him. He went to Ryan Shepherd on the right-hand side.
We saw those magic feet a few minutes ago with Bennett over on the far touchline. Couldn't link up that time. But we know he's got that ability, and he was able to put it there. Fantastic footwork. He beat, 3-4, I think, on his way to the line there, Mick.
I didn't hear anyone call a touch, but geez, I tell you what, he's got a left and right foot step, hasn't he, Rob?
It's beautiful stepping And it all came as well at that ruck. There was the big manhandle, big gorilla tackle on the far side of the field there from Gregory Terrace, but Nudgee were able to offload, keep the ball in play, got into the hands of Small, who spread it wide, got it out to the hands of that man Bennett.
So for the game, this will be game over, as Rowan, the referee, said before. So Pasatoa for the kick. (31-30), kick to come. And he's missed the kick.
Shanked it. Got a feel for the bloke.
That's devastation. But adulation for Terrace.
You cannot yell and scream.
Oh, hang on, there's good controversy.
No charge down. Back you go.
They have to kick again, they were screaming. Rob, my under-sevens did that a few years ago and we told them not to do that, surely.
They cannot yell and scream as they're charging out.
You've got to come from our perspective. We're not going to yell. We
Excuse
know
me,
what the
listen,
rule is. Yeah.
I'm standing right here. They're running towards me, yelling and screaming. That was out. Was that out?
So Byron Ralston saying that was the crowd there, sir, but referee Hoffman said no, he was right there.
Yeah, so no more charge, thanks, Byron.
So they can't charge this kick, Rob, so this is basically it.
Dramatic moments here, what theatre.
So Pasatoa gets one more shot.
No charge, Red. No charge.
So no charge can be played now. Pasatoa for the kick. Strikes it. Straight through the blue dot, and they've taken the win. After a very simple mistake by Terrace right on the end of the game, Nudgee has taken it 32-31.
Fantastic kick there. He's lucky enough, second shot at it. That doesn't happen very often.
And you just watch the celebrations there. It's a good win there, Nudgee College. But Terrace, unlucky in that one there, Rob. It's a great cut this half.
Absolutely. What a game of rugby union. It's definitely seed and you do have to feel for Gregory Terrace. Brilliantly kicked there at the end as well. Some excellent skills on display, excellent temperament as well, and sportsmanship now in these handshakes.
Well, I have to say, I really enjoyed watching Hayden Mosley play today. He would have had about half a dozen turnovers from himself. Bailey Taute, Caleb Manu, really strong running of the ball. But also number 12, Joseph and Xavier Solid pointers, very strong from Nudgee. Melvin Moviger scored a couple of tries today, which I don't think he scored many his whole career. Two today, Robin. It was a good. And Will Kirk and Matt LeGrand really directed traffic very well.
They absolutely did. They'll take that result every day of the week.
So 18-10 at half time, 31-25 with a minute to go, and 32-31 with controversy, with Terrace yelling for the goal kick. So that's right, this happened 32-31. What a cracking afternoon of rugby.
Fantastic afternoon of schoolboy rugby. That result will probably be telling at the other end of the season as well. These two sides both tipped some good results this year, so see what effect that has on the standings. Of course, no finals played in schoolboy first 15 rugby, so it's a minor premiership, is the premiership at the end of the season. Top of the ladder gets the chocolates, and these are two very good sides, so it may be very telling.
Rob, what a wonderful afternoon, and the crowd's still out there. Everyone's cheering out there, and the music's going a bit of Eye of the Tiger, just like Rocky. It was a Rocky comeback today, and here's some stats. Oh, look at that possession and territory. Territory stayed the same, but possession really turned around into the second half, where Terrace had no possession in the first half. It was all Nudgee, but 54-46. Penalties conceded 9-8. turnovers is at 15-13. I think Nudgee College, the 15 turnovers could have been all. Hayden Mosley did very well. Line breaks 4-2. Handling errors 13-10. Missed tackles 11-19. The tackles, I think, really, the real telling point, 53-82. And the final point scored was 32-31. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great afternoon at Rugby Union. Rob, mate, who do you think was best on field today for yourself?
I think both nines. I mean, we had some strong work in the forwards. The loose on both sides were very strong. Mosley, as you were saying before, Mick, got himself involved very effectively. But Hunt and Kirk, they both controlled the flow of this match. Both teams had their faster, their strong and their weaker periods in the match. The comeback from Gregory Terrace was really led and patiently led by Will Kirk at the back of the ruck. But Hunt, as captain and scrum half, has a tremendous amount of control over the way his footy team plays the game, and he led them very well.
As we see the crowd there, the Nudgee College boys really singing his song and swaying together. Great atmosphere this afternoon.
They'll be happy with you.
The winners of the GPS Cup today go to Nudgee.
Again, a great start to the season, a great result there for Nudgee College, and looking forward to the rest of the season. Should be cracking games this year. There's some really good tight competitions, and I think you're right, Rob. We said at the start it's going to be a close game, and there's plenty of points being scored.
Absolutely. I can't recall off the top of my head the last time we had a 1 point margin in one of these games last year. I believe it was 4 points. So this College won 14 in a row prior to last year's fixture, and Gregory Terrace got one back on them. It looked like Gregory Terrace might have been starting their own little streak. Fantastic result for them. Just staying in that huddle in front of their supporters, savouring the moment as the rest of the crowd. Most people are milling around. They're hanging around. It's beautiful weather here. Beautiful spectacle at Nudgee College. Wanting to soak it all up.
Well, you would have thought at 18-10 at half-time, Terrace could have said, no, that's it, put the cue on the rack, but they came back, as we saw, 3 quick tries on the side of the field. Melvin Maviga, I've said his name 4 or 5 different ways, but anyway, Melvin tries down the left-hand side, and Tyron Metasula Sapaya, he also scored on the right-hand side. It was a great effort.
Absolutely was. Those wingers, there's so much space, but had really good serve, middle, small forward Stevens, who was fantastic spectacle over on that far side. But, and now here we go. The patience has been eroded. They all run in for the hugs. But as I was saying, the small and forward Stevens at 12, they really helped assist with that distribution game. Both sides, no one really punched it up the middle with any great consistency. And we saw patient ball in hand work through the forwards from Nudgee College, and to a lesser extent Gregory Terrace. But then the damage was done out wide for both sides.
It's a great interview this afternoon. The young boys give a pat on the back to the first 15. One day they'll be up there with their holding the cup up themselves, maybe. It's been a great afternoon of rugby. Perfect field.
Fabulous scenes here out at Nudgee College.
That's it for this afternoon. So, round 1 of the GPS Rugby Competition 2017. St Joseph's Nudgee College getting up the final second, 32-31 over St Joseph's Gregory Terrace. Rob, thank you very much for this afternoon. It's been one of the better rugby games I've ever commentated on. It's been a fantastic afternoon. Rob, you enjoy it?
Mate, absolutely. It was a fabulous game, seesawing game, epic contest, and what a dot point on it at the end there with that second kick to win it. Fantastic rugby. You have to feel for the young men in red and black, the Gregory Terrace, that they'll remember this result for a long time. But I hope they remember more than just the scoreline. I hope they remember than just the finish, because they showed a lot of heart early in that second half, and they had excellent skills throughout the game. It really was fantastic. It was a high-quality game of rugby. It was certainly not a race to the bottom by any stretch. Both teams scored a lot of points. Fantastic theatre, fantastic spectacles. Very lucky to have been here commentating with you, Mick. Thank you, mate.
Well, that's it for the afternoon. My name is Michael Chettle, and thank you very much. My co-commentator and the man touching all the buttons is Rob Matthews on the back. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. 32-31, Nudgee over St Joseph's Gregory Terrace. Good afternoon and good night.